24-4, the Mountaineers up with 4 weight classes remaining. We talked a lot in that last segment about Dylan Cottrell, his days at WVU. Tony, you probably saw just about every one of his home matches.
Yes, I believe I did. I might have been from right at this vantage point, as a matter of fact.
He was West Virginia's first individual Big 12 champ. That came in 2017.
Yeah, we were joking around with him a little bit about the headband and the haircut there from the meeting the other day. So
these coaches are busy; they don't have a lot of time.
No, man.
So you deal with it how you can. Pull that hair back.
Although Coach Flynn would probably love to have some of that hair.
We are at 174 again. Peyton Hall competing at 174 tonight. Ranked 3rd in the country. We expect to see some aggressiveness from Hall early on. Peyton Hall, like Dylan Cottrell over on that Glenville State bench, a West Virginia native. Chester, West Virginia, Oakland High School.
I think one of the things that makes Peyton Hall really good is the way he changes pressure on people. So he's at that tie, but he's constantly pulling them forward, pulling them down, pulling them forward. And then when he goes to reach one time, then he's underneath for a shot. So he does a really good job of that combo. And here's a
Three-point takedown for Hall, the early lead.
Yeah, nice little shrug and throw by, and then he attempted to sort of step inside and hook the foot, which he didn't do, and then just reach across with an ankle pick, and eventually gets the takedown.
Now Hall to work from on top with this early advantage. Hall, Jared, another one of those guys very good on top.
Absolutely. You know, I remember when I was first coming here always saying, you know, working in the high school room, his arm bar, he has such a tough arm bar. And, you know, honestly, not just him, everyone on this team is so well versed in the top position. And that's really just this coaching staff in itself. You know, Coach Flynn, Coach Moore, Coach Port, and Coach Muhammad, they all do such a nice job with what they're showing from the top position and really flowing through your offensive attacks from there.
Get the stall warning there against Hayden Pummel of Glenville State. We'll restart. Here's the takedown from Peyton Hall.
Yeah.
He almost goes for like an Oklahoma, and then instead of like locking on the head and arm, he just kind of pushes it by with an ankle pick.
Pummel on the board.
Yeah, Coach Flynn was showing him to cut him loose here.
Him and Waters wrestle such a similar unorthodox style, and you know they have such a close relationship. Like Coach Flynn said the other day during our interview, you got to think I would only love to see what type of moves they come up with in the practice room. You know how many different names they have for these little things that they hit.
And it's always great as Hall scores again. Your leaders on the team, your most accomplished wrestlers are your 2 hardest workers, or among your hardest workers.
Absolutely, and I think that takedown there actually really plays into that a lot. He stayed down, stayed where he needed to be, and stayed disciplined, and that's been a common theme in this dual meet. These West Virginia wrestlers are very disciplined in their offensive attacks and finishing.
Not only discipline on the mat, but Coach Flynn talking about how, in particular, Hall and Waters are the guys that just set the tone with everything they do, the way they take care of themselves, the way they condition, their diets, everything.
Well, those are the things that make you an All-American, because if you don't do those things and the other people are, you're putting yourself at a disadvantage. And you know, there's a Sun Tzu saying that says something like every battle is won before it is fought. And wrestling, well, any other sport is a lot that way, right? You win a lot of times before you ever step on the mat within your preparation and your confidence and what energy that you're able to bring as a result of good preparation, which in wrestling involves making weight that nobody else really has to do. And I think other sports, they're like, yeah, you know, whatever. No, making weight's kind of a deal.
Well, yeah, it's everything. It's the the whole concept. Hall scores again. I think he considered cutting him loose there, but now he will. Maybe. There we go.
Tried a little bit of like almost a chin drop, right? Try to pull his shoulders back to see if he was like leaning back into him a little bit. It was a good shot. Hall does this like 4 million times, right? The stuff he does with his leg that we might as well stalemate this because he's not going to let it go.
There we go.
Oh, God. See, that makes...
He gets in that position almost every match. Every match. He had, I think, 2 or 3 in the Mac Church match last weekend. You know, it's just, and it gets every fan from the opposing team to just, and it's every single match. Quick takedown there.
Move around the hip there for Hall.
Yeah, and I know for the coaching staff, it's not their favorite defensive position for him either, right? It's like, oh, God. It can't be good for your knee. But he's young. Wait till he's 50.
Hall with the ride time built up near 2 minutes, and again in control as expected here. There's the stall warning again for Hummel. That increases Hall's total. And we will go to the third. Well, best for West Virginia's guys. Their best guys have looked the best so far tonight. Waters, Titus, Strickenberger, and now Hall.
Well, what I think's been impressive to me is that they've earned points. You know what I mean? It's not like, hey, we're wrestling a Division II team, so you guys should lay down for us. That's not the way this thing works. You got to earn it. You got to earn every win, and you have to approach all of them that way. And I think the way that we've watched them wrestle, that they certainly have tonight.
I think you made such a good point early in the match. He's always keeping his hands on the other wrestler, and that's exactly why he's able to get such a quick, commanding takedown right like that. He's always there, on head, on the collar. Pummel takes a shot, and he's behind within seconds.
All in on the single leg there. We'll see if he can finish this. Plenty of time.
He's trying to put him in danger. He's trying to get his foot loose, too. Not to copy the
There's the
title movie.
Or the sequel.
And that's right. There's the match.
Stays disciplined and comfortable to end the match. Gets in an unorthodox position. That knee slides out of that ankle grab and gets it. Gets the tech.
Nice job by Peyton Hall as he finishes this one off. 18-3, the final score. We move to 184. Ian Bush for West Virginia. Kyle Helmet for Glenville